You getting up 6 in the morning, man? It's 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
What you do? What time do you go to sleep?
I don't need too many hours of sleep, man. I can go off for 3-4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Damn, they told you I got sleep apnea, right? Damn, I need about 6-7 hours. What's a normal day like for you, particularly in the off season when you talk about getting up there early? I want to know what time you get up,
right.
And I want to know what you do when you get up.
Right. Well, I normally wake up at about 4:30.
I mean, they say I'm the best player in the country, and I wanted to keep it that way for the next 2 years.
I always knew he was going to be good. I got to admit, never knew it was going to get this big, though.
James spent the summer showcasing his talents at various camps throughout the United States, but attracted nationwide attention for his dominating performance in mid-July at the ABCD camp in New Jersey.
I just wanted to play my game.
So it's definitely a debate that's going to continue to happen. And it's just like, for me personally and stuff, I'm going to give LeBron his flowers and stuff, because as a man, he's doing what he needs to do. He's taking care of his family. He started up a school in Cleveland. And another thing too, bro, like I told you, I met his teacher from St. Vincent St. Marian High School. What's up, everybody? This is Network with Sean, and today I'm bringing on a very special guest. His name is Larry Williams, and this is tmigeneration. So welcome to the podcast, man. This is the Introverted Podcast show.
Blessing to be here, bro. Blessing to have me on, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So today, man, you already know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Kobe versus LeBron legacy, man. So,
okay.
Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting for sure.
So you want to start it out? You want me to start it out? How you want to do it?
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, I mean, first of all, I'm going to start out because I'm a diehard Kobe fan. And that's nothing against LeBron and what he has done to this league and what he's done to the game of basketball. But, when we talk about the GOATs in comparison, and far as me, I could never put him over MJ and Kobe just because of the determination, the competitiveness, far as the will to win. Now, far as how everybody look at LeBron, I would never compare LeBron to Kobe or MJ because those are killers. LeBron is not necessarily a killer. He's a great IQ basketball player, which reminds me of Magic Johnson. Exactly. Because if you look at LeBron's game, he reminds me of Magic more than with Jordan. The only difference between Magic and it come down to LeBron is more flashy, foreign as high flying dunks and all that. Magic Johnson didn't have to do that back in the day because he was 6'9". And he was the biggest point guard out there. All he had to do was post up. So that's how I kind of feel when it comes down to the beginning with this whole comparison. Jordan and Kobe on the island by themselves. LeBron, Magic, great point guard, great players, they on their own. But when it comes down to me, I just can't couldn't consider a player the GOAT of something if he'd have been at 3 different teams with a million teammates to get him championships, as well as when he left Cleveland, he joined a champion to become a champion. Jordan and Kobe never did that. Think about with Shaq. Shaq had Penny Hardaway. Shaq didn't even play with Wade, but he only won a championship. Who he came to? Who? Kobe. And you seen Kobe win 2 more without him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it just when you start talking like that, that's where I cannot put LeBron on top of that. And then, like I told you, when me and you have a conversation, when the last time LeBron played a full season? No, people talk about. Go ahead, my bad.
And I looked at the stats of when he played a full season. He never did, because when you look at the stats and stuff for years back and stuff, you're gonna see him taking a lot of rest and preparation and stuff, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But this is how he lasted for so long, for 22 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So that's his strategy. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. But when people try to compare LeBron to Kobe, like you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not giving, like, don't get me wrong, like he put up great numbers and stuff, and he stat stuff and stuff like that. But the thing is, when it comes to grinding every single day, having that killer instinct, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't compare him to Kobe. Now, when LeBron was with my favorite team, Miami Heat, which I'm still rocking to this day, since I've been a Heat fan since '03. Now, that LeBron version, like we talked about last week when he was on the Heat, you know what I'm saying? That's the LeBron that was a killer, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot of like hate against him and stuff, and he had a whole different mindset. So it's like if he came with that each and every single day like Kobe, oh yeah, ain't no stopping him. You know what I'm saying? He would have had his 5 rings. You know what I'm saying? He would have stuck on Cleveland regardless of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have to join my favorite player, which is Dwayne Wade, who's from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a debate that's going to continue to happen. And it's just like, for me personally and stuff, I'm going to give LeBron his flowers and stuff, because as a man, he's doing what he needs to do. He's taking care of his family. He started up a school in Cleveland. And another thing too, bro, like I told you, I met his teacher from St. Vincent St. Marian High School when I used to do Uber in Atlanta. And, he always been an upstanding guy. You know what I'm saying? And so, that lets me know what type of guy he is and what he brings to the table. So he's somebody that kids can look up to. You know what I'm saying? He still with his the man, woman and stuff for all these years since high school. His kids are doing excellent, in basketball and school and stuff like that. So he's definitely somebody that you can look up to. Now, but when we talk about on court, accolades and stuff like that, he plays the game different. You know what I'm saying? So he can't really compare him to a Kobe or Jordan in that sense.
Yeah, and I agree, bro. Like LeBron James, the man, is a great man. Like I always tell people, like we live in times now when somebody tells somebody something they disagree on it or they have facts behind things, everybody calls somebody a hater. Like everybody's not hating. It's a such thing as facts when it comes down to certain things. Like outside of basketball, everything LeBron James do is great for the community, anything like that. But we were talking about basketball. We were talking about the competitiveness. We're talking about foreign ass championships and winning things of that nature. When it comes down to LeBron, he's the spoilest superstar that we ever seen in our life. You can't talk about what you're doing at 38 and your age and all this stuff like this. Incredible what you're doing. But then on the flip side of that, when you're not winning and y'all losing, it's, oh, I'm a help it. Oh, he's only 38. What can he do? It's always playing both sides of the coin when it comes down to LeBron. And then when you see him after a regular season game like he did with the Celtics about not getting a call, jumping up and down, crying, getting on his knees and stuff behind that, like because you didn't get a call. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't say this your team, but then when it's down to 3 seconds left, 5 seconds left, you're gonna tell me we're gonna use this IQ of basketball and saying that he making the best basketball decision versus what it is. We know that he's not gonna put that on his shoulders. No. He's not. Because soon as he make that pass, somebody hit it. Look at the pass he did. Look at the pass he did. If they miss, hey man, that was a great basketball play that he did. The dude couldn't hit it. When it came down to MJ and Kobe, bro, you can know. The whole world can know. Bro, it's 3 seconds left, 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left. You can have the whole team go at Kobe and Jordan. You know what's going to happen. Even the best show and the game is over. LeBron James do not want to do that. And then when we talk about stats, everybody like to go to the stats that they like to talk about. like rebounds, the steals. Nobody like to go to the stats that what is he doing far as winning percentage shots when it's a minute left in the game, 2 minutes left in the game. What is his clutch factor when it comes down to that? Nobody talking about that. So when I tell people, I'll be like, bro, I love LeBron James as the man. I even like him as the basketball player. But when you talking about put him in a category with Kobe and Jordan, with people that play both sides of the ball relentlessly. They played with one team, and people always talk about, oh, they had Phil Jackson. Do you know them out there playing the game made Phil Jackson a champion? He a coach.
Yeah,
he ain't doing them a coaching. Because if that's the case, everywhere that Phil Jackson went after that, they should have won the championship. When he went to New York, they should have won the championship. You need players, bro. Like even with Shaq, when Shaq left LA, where he went? You just said it. He went to Miami to do what? Join another five guard. Another five guard. Because he had Penny, he had Kobe, he had Dwayne Wade, he even had LeBron James. Shaq was on Cleveland. Nobody don't like to talk about that. Shaq was on Cleveland. So when it comes down to that, it's like, bro, when somebody say, look at all the stats, LeBron James is, number one in all the stats. So that's what he's doing right now. He's stat packing. He's just getting all his stats up. My thing is, why his record look like in the finals?
Yeah.
If you number one in everything, you got all the records. How come you have a losing percentage in the finals and Steph Curry to beat him 3 times to 1? So how can we put him at Jordan and Kobe? I understand foreign as popularity, foreign as selling shoes and doing that. I get it. But why nobody talking about Steph Curry?
Exactly.
Why nobody's not talking about Steph Curry? Like, this is the greatest shooter that we've seen ever. And he has beaten the greatest, foreign as the greatest high school player that came out the league, foreign as LeBron. He done beat him 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times, bro. So think about when LeBron came back, when he left your team in Miami, he went back to Cleveland. You got Kyrie there. Yeah. You got Kevin Love. If people don't know about Kevin Love in Minnesota, go do your research. Because Kevin Love was a walking double-double. And then when he went to Cleveland, he had to change his whole game to become a small forward because that's what King James wanted him to be. Now look at the Lakers. Look at think about how long Kobe was in the league, right? You can remember Kobe's teammates like this. You can remember on the back of your head. Even though Kobe played for a long time. You can remember them.
Yeah.
Can you remember every teammate that LeBron James had since he came to LA?
Nah.
That man had like 70, 80 people, bro. You know how many roster changes that they did? Yeah. And I want people to do their research. Since he has arrived in LA, tell me how many times they've been to the playoffs. Since he came to LA, how many times he been to the playoffs? Because a lot of people that were talking to me when he was on the East, because the East ain't been good, bro, since Jordan left, bro. The East ain't been good since Jordan left. Like Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller and them, Cleveland Cavaliers, Mike Elo and them, Detroit Pistons, bro. Like the East was good. You even had Miami Heat with you had Miami Heat with Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning. You had all this stuff on the East. When LeBron James came to the East, who was on the East?
Sure, everybody's pretty much gone. Yeah.
So that when he went to 8 straight finals, it ain't that hard to do. When he came to the West, that man started losing, bro. Started losing.
He ain't doing that. Yeah.
He came to LA for his movies. And I get it. Like, LeBron James is a businessman. I get it. My thing is, we're talking about competitiveness, which I think LeBron James killed inside the NBA. The NBA is just about business now. It's not about the game of basketball. It's about fight hard, earn it, and all that stuff. No, it ain't about that. Yeah. It's about getting your agents, getting the right people around you, getting the right team around you, and basically create me a championship behind it. So I do salute him for putting the power back in the player's hand. But you got to think about it. Like how you said before, this is going to be a debate that's going to go on forever. And really, I don't think nobody kind of wrong with how they feel. But at the end of the day, those are three great black basketball legends that nobody can take away from now one of them. So at the end of the day, we can have these debates like how me and you do when we talk back and forth and how everybody else do. But at the end, when we had a conversation, let's give them their flowers, man. They are great players, and it's tough to do what they're doing on live TV. So the number one thing that I would give LeBron James is the GOAT far as the hype. All the hype that man got, all the hype behind all that shit, he lived up to it.
Yeah, he did.
You don't see nobody doing that. You don't see no other high schooler that have done that. So for that, he has to have some respect on his name at the end of the day, man. So I agree with you with that. Like, he's a great family man, great community leader. So, you know, we can have this all day.
And then another thing too, the East and the West has changed so much, like with the different players and stuff, coaches, and it's just like it wasn't the same. Like, for example, like remember like when AI was on the Sixers, right?
Yeah,
Iguodala and stuff, and like when Allen Iverson was in the league and stuff, everybody had that one go-to player. Like with the Sacramento Kings and stuff, you had Chris Webber, Kevin Martin, and some other guys I forgot about. Page Stojakovic and stuff was another great shooter. You know what I'm saying? So now the NBA has shifted over the years. From like even like when Derrick Rose was playing and stuff, everybody was still like on that one team. Like you had Derrick Rose on the Chicago Bulls. You had Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook on OKC, and then you had, of course, with the Golden State Warriors and stuff, you had Stephen Curry, who was coming on at the time with Ellis. You know what I'm saying? Because Ellis, he was a good player, great player too at the time on the Warriors and stuff. Then you had Baron Davis too on the Warriors. So he was another fire player, man. So you just see like how things change over time, like how now when LeBron is changing the league and stuff, now it's okay to join another superstar, even though, you know, everybody love to compare the generation of basketball now until like versus the 90s and stuff. Like, of course, you know, you always want to have superstars on different teams and stuff, but now it's different because the athleticism is different. The body and how they get prepared and stuff, the preparation and stuff is different. The whole like evolution of basketball has changed, right? So now you see Damian Lillard joining Giannis. You see Kevin Durant was with Kyrie. You see Kevin Durant is now with Phoenix, right? With some other superstars and stuff like that, right? So now, you know, this is the effect of what LeBron has done to the league, which ain't nothing wrong with it. But the thing is, it takes all the real competition away from different organizations and stuff and trying to win a chip on their own.
Yeah, I definitely agree with it.
Like Damian Lillard, for example, right? He was one of the last ones. I believe he was going to ride it out and with the Blazers and stuff, but you know, stuff happens like with the contract, and you know, they were like, to me personally, they wasn't really trying to put players around Dame and stuff. They really want to win a chip. But same thing like with Brandon Roy before Dame got there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like so much stuff has happened with the Blazers. But getting back to the whole Dame and stuff, like Dame and Lillard, you know what I'm saying? He's a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't compare killers with LeBron type of players and stuff like that, who likes to be friendly and being a team player and stuff too. But you know, you see like how things have shifted over time, where Dame has joined Giannis and stuff to just win a chip, because now he's going against these superstar teams and he can't play ball by himself. because we all know basketball is a team sports game. Like no matter how good the stats, the sheet looks, you know, on the paper, that you know it's a team player game, like team chemistry. The coaches need to be on one line. The players and stuff, just like we was talking about last week, how you can have a great coach, but you know if he runs a play and stuff, can his players execute on that play? So
Yeah.
you know that's how I feel about it.
And that makes a lot of sense, bro. Like it just like it's almost like the participation award. I don't too much care for school system giving out participation because that gives a certain level of entitlement. You think because you got this piece of paper, you supposed to get certain things, and if you looking at that as a small stage front as kids, look at what's going on in the league now. This how you know the league is not what it was. Like it just when you start seeing PayPal and logos on jerseys, it's not about competitiveness no more. It's about business. Like it's all about marketing and all this other stuff. Because why would you put an in-season tournament? These are grown men now. This ain't college. This ain't the Final Four. This ain't none of this shit. So why would you put an in-season tournament inside of the damn season? Like you got the Lakers winning the NBA Cup, which I don't know if anybody was shocked that they were gonna win that shit. You need to log off this shit right now. If you was shocked that they were gonna win that shit, you need to log off. You knew they were gonna get that shit to LeBron. So when they come down to that, y'all having the NC, they won the NBA Cup. They were undefeated the NBA Cup, but they got a losing record in the regular season. What kind of shit is that? That don't even make no damn sense, bro. So you mean to tell me we gonna celebrate the NBA Cup like, woo, this shit is everything. But you mean to tell me come June for the NBA Finals, if LeBron James not there, what's gonna happen? Because that's what all the marbles at. Like, I don't give a damn who win the next 10 NBA Cup. Because the cup ain't that soccer. Cups and shit like that. Like, why is you putting that on the NBA? So that's why I said as a fan, it's taking away, like, I'm not going to be betting with men. I'm not going to be at the bars talking. That's why so many people dying and getting killed and shit, because now so many people watch SportsCenter, which is not actually knowing the game. If you watch SportsCenter from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock and they showing the same thing in different goddamn ways, and you keep seeing the motherfucker dunk 5 times, but you ain't see him miss, in your mind, oh man, that boy out there balling, you can't tell me nothing about him. So for me, I'm not gonna get into an argument with anybody when it comes down to this debate, because I know what's going on now, man. A lot of men are not necessarily men like they should be. Yeah. The balance is kind of off. And I know a lot of females that's probably watching this, they understand what I'm talking about, or they understand what I'm talking about. Like, males need more testosterone is going around here. So that's a whole nother topic. But when it comes down to this debate, though, like, Kobe and LeBron, like, both are great players. But when it comes down to it, look at Kobe. I ain't never seen somebody have 2 careers. Kobe had 2 careers inside one. The number 8, the number 24. You know what I mean? One had 3 championships, one had 2. You know what I'm saying? He 5-2 in the finals. Jordan 6-0. And LeBron is what? 4-10? Yeah. Like, we gotta start making fucking excuses, bro. We gotta start making all these goddamn excuses. We gonna give all these praises, but then when a person lose, oh, this is the reason why they lost. Why you want to just say it was them? Why you want to just say it was them? Because when Kobe and Jordan lost, anytime they lost, it was them. But that's because LeBron James is a likable guy. Oh man, it wasn't his fault. How long it ain't gonna not be his fucking fault, bro? So I just think 2 great players. At the end of the day, it's good TV talk, it's good social media talk like this. But yeah, man, I'm interested to see what people feel in the comments after watching this, what they thoughts are, what they feel about it. Because either way, I don't think a lot of people are right or wrong, but I am intrigued to see other people's views. So I think that's gonna be a lot when we see the comments.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all we gonna have for today, people. And if you see this, make sure you like, comment, and share with 3 people that you know. Okay. So I appreciate you, Larry Williams, for coming on, giving your discussion about this Kobe versus LeBron legacy, man.
I love my brother.
Okay, man. Take care, bro.